Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Gretex Corporate Service Limited, which is GCSL, earnings conference call to discuss the unaudited financial performance for the quarter and half year ended 30th September 2025. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. We have with us Mr. Alok Harlalka, Managing Director and CFO, Mr. Sumir Harlalka, Whole-Time Director. Before we proceed, I would like to bring to your attention that certain statements made during this discussion may constitute forward-looking statements. These statements are based on our current expectations, assumptions and beliefs regarding future developments and are fundamentally subject to various risks, uncertainties and factors beyond our control. Such forward-looking statements involve both known and unknown risks and we advise you to consider them with caution. I will now hand the conference over to Mr. Alok Harlalka, Managing Director and CFO, for his opening remarks. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. We thank you all for taking the time to join us. The financial results and investor presentation have been uploaded on the stock exchanges as well as on our company website, and I hope you have had the opportunity to go through the same. Today marks our first earnings call as a main board listed company, a moment that reflects the trust of our clients, the resilience of our team and the belief of our investors. For us is not just a transition, it is the beginning of a more purposeful and growth-focused chapter for Gretex. I would like to start with a brief overview of our group structure and our journey so far. Gretex Group today stands as a dynamic and integrated financial ecosystem that brings together the strengths of merchant banking, broking and wealth services under one unified vision of enabling capital access and growth for India's emerging enterprises. At the core of this ecosystem is Gretex Corporate Services Limited, our listed entity and SEBI-registered Category 1 merchant banker, complemented by our subsidiary Gretex Share Broking Limited and our associate company Gretex Industries Limited. Together, these entities form a cohesive platform that delivers seamless, client-centric and value-driven solutions across the capital market landscape. Our journey has been marked by steady growth, continuous diversification and a clear focus on building long-term value. Gretex Corporate Services Limited was incorporated in the year 2008 with the vision of creating a trusted financial services platform for India's growing businesses. We commenced our merchant banking operations soon after were registered as a SEBI-registered Category 1 merchant banker in 2014. From our early years itself, our focus has been clear: to empower small and medium enterprises by giving them access to the capital markets. In 2014, we successfully executed our first SME IPO, marking the beginning of that has now become one of the strongest SME merchant bankers in the industry. Over the years, GCSL has evolved into a full-service advisory platform offering a wide range of financial solutions. Our key services include SME and main board IPO advisory, right from structuring to execution and listing, right issues, preferential allotments and private placements, valuation and corporate advisory, mergers and acquisitions and corporate restructuring advisory, capital and equity fundraising solutions, e-stock valuation, due diligence and corporate compliance support. I am happy to share that we have successfully executed 59 public issues to date, which includes 57 SME IPOs, one first main board IPO in FY24 and one follow-on public offer, collectively raising around rupees 1,337 crore. In addition, we facilitated facilitated 8 private placement transactions, helping clients meet their diverse capital raising needs. Our deep regulatory expertise, unwavering focus on compliance, and a strong execution track record have enabled us to foster lasting relationships with entrepreneurs and investors alike. Our journey at GCSL, from being listed on the BSE SME platform in August 2021 to successfully migrated to the main board in September 2025, reflects the steady progress we have made over the years, the strength of our business model, and the growing trust and confidence that the market continues to place in Gretex. Coming to our broking subsidiary, which complements our merchant banking operations and completes our capital market ecosystem. Complementing our merchant banking operations is our subsidiary, that is Gretex Share Broking Limited, which was incorporated in the year April 2010 to strengthen our market presence and offer end-to-end solutions to clients across the capital market value chain. Since its inception, Gretex Share Broking Limited has focused on creating liquidity and facilitating smooth trading in listed securities, fulfilling its dual role as a market maker and a stockbroker. It is a SEBI registered market maker and a stockbroker, and as an NSDL depository participant. As of now, Gretex Share Broking Limited serves as a market maker for 63 companies listed on the SME exchanges and has impaneled relationship with 7 institutional clients on the retail side. Our broking business caters to more than 300 clients, offering equity and derivative trading, depository participant services, and research-driven insights. This balanced mix of institutional, retail, and SME market-making clients enable us to maintain a steady and recurring revenue stream. This synergy between our advisory and broking businesses allows Gretex to deliver a complete capital market solution from IPO execution to post-listing support within one integrated ecosystem. Before moving to our financial highlights, let me share a brief perspective on the industry environment and the opportunities. The overall capital market environment continues to be strong, supported by healthy domestic liquidity and rising participation from both institutional and retail investors. The sustained inflows into mutual funds, portfolio management services, and alternative investment funds are deepening market breadth and creating a stable base for capital formation. India's equity markets are witnessing renewed momentum in primary issuances, with increasing activity across both SME and main board IPOs, driven by robust investor appetite and improved regulatory frameworks. These positive structural trends reflect the growing maturity and resilience of Indian capital markets. With our strong positioning across merchant banking and broking, we are well placed to capitalize on these opportunities. With that backdrop, let me now take you through our financial performance for the quarter. Total income stood at rupees 67.4 crore in quarter 2 FY26, a strong increase of 197% compared to rupees 22.7 crore in quarter 1 of FY26. EBITDA rose sharply to rupees 19.6 crore from rupees 2.4 crore in the previous quarter, reflecting growth of over 8 times. EBITDA margin expanded significantly to 29% from 10.6% in quarter 1 of FY26. PAT grew multi-fold to rupees 12.9 crore in quarter 2 FY26 compared to rupees 1 crore in quarter 1 FY26, an increase of over 13 times, with PAT margin improving to 19.2% from 4.2%. The strong sequential performance was driven by increased IPO mandates and expansion in market-making operations. During the quarter, we successfully completed 5 IPOs, 1 delisting, 1 open offer, and 7 mandates in valuation and advisory services. Beyond the reported numbers, our mandate pipeline provides strong visibility for sustained growth in the coming quarters. Our momentum continues to be strong with a healthy and diversified mandate pipeline. We currently have near about 21 IPO mandates under execution, comprising 16 SME IPOs on NSE Emerging BSE SME platform and 5 mainboard IPOs, reflecting our growing acceptance among larger and mid-sized corporates. In addition, our broking subsidiary, Gretex Share Broking Limited, is actively engaged in 19 market-making mandates, including 16 for SME-listed companies and 3 for institutional clients. This strong pipeline not only demonstrates the trust our clients place in our capabilities, but also provides clear visibility of sustained business growth over the coming quarters. Looking ahead, our focus remains on expanding our product offerings and strengthening our market presence. We plan to refill our Category 3 AIF soon and launch our portfolio management services next year to enhance our wealth management capabilities. On the capital market front, we aim to increase participation in mainboard IPOs and improve strike rate and pricing outcomes through stronger governance and investor readiness. Our subsidiary, Gretex Share Broking Limited, is also preparing for its listing very soon, which marks an important milestone in our journey. The listing will not only enhance the company's visibility and credibility, but also unlock value for shareholders by providing a stronger platform to expand its market-making and broking operations. Additionally, we are exploring selective inorganic opportunities in retail broking and building equity research capabilities to support origination and client engagement. Over the next 3 years, we are targeting to facilitate fundraising of around rupees 20,000 crore through private equity placement and IPOs, while continuing to focus on sustainable growth, compliance, and long-term value creation. As we move ahead, our focus remains on disciplined execution, scaling both our merchant banking and broking businesses sustainably. We are confident that the opportunity within India's evolving capital markets will continue to expand, and Gretex is well positioned to capture this growth with consistency and credibility. We look forward to maintaining transparent communication with all our stakeholders. Thank you, and we can now open the floor for questions.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. Anyone who wishes to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Thank you. Our first question comes from the line of Parth Patel from Patel Investment. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you. Congratulations on the maiden call, sir. I just have a few questions. First is based on the financials. So, if you see, last quarter was pretty dull for us, and this quarter we jumped the revenue a lot.
Yeah.
60 odd crores. So, just wanted to know what happened which made the last quarter so dull, where we had only 22 crores of income, and what led to such a huge jump or contributed to it?
Okay, fine. See, if you understand our business model that we are into the listing space. Okay. Whenever the revenue generated only because of the listing happens, right? So in the first quarter, if you see in the entire capital market, major listing doesn't happen because just in the first quarter, April, May, June may not have that kind of readiness from the company side to get listed. Maybe the investor side may not be ready to invest. So that's the reason first quarter, if you see, major listing doesn't happen. So second quarter always has a better demand in the market so that the company can get listed. So that's how the second quarter was quite better for us because we listed major companies in the second quarter. That's the major reason of having the major revenue in second quarter.
Well, so it's a recurring thing, if we can consider it. The first quarter will be a little dull, but we will get it back up from the second quarter onwards.
Yeah, this is the practice in the market. In the entire capital market, if you see major listing doesn't happen in first quarter, always true. Compared to quarter two, always better.
Okay, got it, sir. Secondly, I saw in the IP that you have 21 IPO mandates that are being executed right now.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to see what is the kind of closure timelines that you are seeing, and by what time will we see the revenues coming in?
So according to us, if you talk about all the, as I said, 16 IPOs SME that we have here with us, okay? So at least 10 to 12 IPOs going to be listed by this financial year, and remaining can be in the next financial year. And out of 5 main board which we have, so we are expecting at least 2 to 3 listings should be done within this financial year. Remaining can be in the next financial year.
Got it. So, and what kind of revenues are we expecting, if you can disclose?
See, to be very honest, if you see the, if I am expecting the total top line can be, in terms of raising money, I think the mandate which we have is maybe 50 to 60 crore IPO of all the SME multiplied by 10, then 500 rupees we can raise for SMEs. And for the main board side, if you say, then maybe 600 to 700 crore we can raise. So maybe 1,000 or 1,100 crore we can raise in this financial year. So maybe 4 to 5% revenue could be there.
Got it. So around 40 to 50 crores.
You could say like this.
Okay, sir. And just had a last question. So I believe you are also planning to list Gretex share broking.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to understand the logic behind listing that company as well, and where is the regulatory process on that? Where which stage has it reached?
See, if you see in all the SME companies, if you see that market making is the compulsory obligation, right? So considering that, if you do all the IPOs, then definitely the investment is required. And even we don't invest in the market making as a market making obligation in an IPO, even we invest post that as well as a market maker. So we see an opportunity in SMEs where we acted as a merchant banker as well. So the reason we need more liquidity to have good, strength in the market as a market maker. So that we wanted to have raise money for the same. So that's the reason we have decided to go for an IPO on main board for this our Gretex Share Broking Limited, where whatever money we are going to raise, so definitely we'll be using that to have more pipeline which is already there in our city to invest in the market as a market maker.
Got it. So hopefully none of it will be offer for sale, and most of it would be used for growth.
Yes. Major money will be using for growth only. We may have some portion, but we have not decided yet. We have not filed the document, so still we are in the discussion with our BRM what to be done.
Okay, sir. Got it. That answers my question for now. If I have any other, I'll join the queue again. Thank you and all the very best, sir.
Thank you, sir. Our next question comes from the line of Aniket Redkar, an individual investment. Please go ahead.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, Aniket, sir, please.
I'm sorry, but Aniket has left the queue. We'll go ahead with the next participant. Our next participant comes from the line of Neha Duri, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for taking my question, sir. I wanted to ask regarding competitive advantage which we have in the merchant banking sector in SME and mainboard IPO advisory space. Can you shed some light on that?
I didn't get your question. Please, can you repeat me again?
So what differentiate us in the SME and mainboard IPO advisory space? So how historically we have executed our track record and contributed to our positioning among merchant banking peers?
Okay, fine. Thank you. So, ma'am, to be very honest, since we are into this market from 2014, so we understand very well that when SME have started in 2012, so there was no, you could say that kind of experience by any company or any merchant bank as how to take it ahead. So when this SME have started, so lot many challenges were there in terms of convincing the promoter for getting their company listed, in terms of raising money by the investor side, that this is a good opportunity to invest. So looking that scenario that time, so we had lot many challenges, lot many experience we had, and we have done so many, lot many seminars, webinars, you could say, during COVID as well, with the help of exchanges. So that, you could say that has created the visibility vis-a-vis you could say an experience, because exchanges that time was very much supportive for any company that to be listed in exchanges, in the respective exchanges. So that time, I can say that the experience which we had was tremendous, because when that time regulators were in the supportive mode to get the company listed, so obviously we had a good experience. Today now you could say that if you ask any company to be listed, now exchanges are quite strict in terms of listing a company, in terms of the documentation and the criteria. They have done lot many changes. So because of that experience, when the beginning over there, so we had an opportunity, you could say that, to learn how to take the company, SME company, to be listed, because we understand that SME company has lot many challenges once the list. So considering all those experiences, definitely we had a good, good knowledge, good, support from the regulators at the beginning, so that we have an opportunity. So with that, we had a lot many experience. So definitely, when you have a lot many experiences, then definitely, getting the company listed are more. We understand very well when we select any companies, the quality of company. We understand very well which is the right way of doing it. So that's how we get an opportunity to select good companies through our experiences. And considering this main goal, now we understand that now regulators are quite strong, quite strict in terms of listing the company, the kind of quality of company and the compliances. So we understand very well that now SME should be should be act as a main board company, because now we have seen the majority of SME platform in last 10 years. So looking now, we are seeing that most of the SME companies should act as a main board company as well. So that is how we also understand that if you see some of our companies which have got listed recently, so we are also telling them to behave like a main board. They should have Concall quarterly as well, investors call as well. So they have started doing that. So we understand very well that if any SME company is getting listed today at such a good valuation, then definitely they should start focusing to act as the main board, so that the investor will have more knowledge about the company. So with these experiences, we can say yes, we can decide for the SME company which are the best company to be listed vis-a-vis the main board, because since we have educating company to act as a main board, so So obviously, on main board space as well, we can do better for our entire, stock market vision. So that is how we understand that SME and main board is now cup of tea. So we should look forward gradually to list main board companies. And obviously, we have an experience of 58 companies on SMEs, so we understand very well which are good for the equity market. So that is how we are working right now.
Understood. So experience can be our key differentiator.
Yes.
And yes, so is there any criteria which we follow when we onboard a client?
Yes, we have our internal criteria. You could say that we don't take company having less than 10 crore ka PAT. That is our internal criteria. Take an new mandate which has a PAT of less than 10 crore. That is our internal mandate for SMEs. Obviously, for the main board, obviously the criteria are quite stringent than compared to SMEs. So obviously, for the main board, we also clear the criteria of main board only.
Understood. My second question was in line with the mix across your merchant banking and broking. So I wanted to know your client mix, like what size sectors you have.
See, on the broking side, you could say, as I have said in my speech, that we have about 300 clients on board, where if you see that maybe 20% clients are there who work regularly, remaining or not very much actively. So our focus was from the beginning is not to have retail and client base in the booking as well. We were always focusing to act as a market maker where we had a good revenue. And parallelly, we have also added the institutional booking desk as well. So we were focusing on that. Now currently, since we are planning to go for the listing, so we should have the inorganic growth, because it is typically, if you ask me to get the accounts from the public to open their dividend trading account, because it's not easy to do. So that's what we understand, that inorganic growth is quite possible. So currently, in our booking desk, we don't have much active clients apart from 10 to 20% of the clients which we have are actively working. The remaining are all very just seasonal trading, you could say. And majorly revenue we are having from our market making activities. Some revenues from as a client. A client has given some brokers to us, and remaining revenues from the institutional owners. So there are no big names in our booking desk as well, except the institutional booking desk.
So I wanted to ask if these clients are spread across the sectors, or we have any sector concentration.
No, all our HNI sector, you could say there is no sector specific we have. So whoever are there some of the clients are our investors who also invest in our IPOs as well. So those people have opened. So there is no specific sector where you could say like this.
Okay, understood. Thank you. Thanks for taking my questions, and all the best.
Thanks.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Sana Mishra, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for the opportunity. So my first question is, are there any plans to adopt AI-based screening tools or automated due diligence workflow to reduce human error and improve compliance?
No, not yet.
Okay. And sir, what is the status of your internal ERP system for mandate tracking? Is it fully integrated across the department?
Yeah, it is fully integrated across the department, because since we have this industry is quite small, so tracking the clients is not a big deal. So it is very much, we don't need to have system in place to have a more tracker, because as we said that we are now quality conscious. We don't see much things to be carried, basically, right? So we have limited mandates. The follow-ups are there. So we don't need to have proper system in place to just manage the small leads, you could say like this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Vikrant Sahu from RK Advisory. Please go ahead.
Very good morning, sir. I just have
Yes.
few questions.
Yeah.
What is the strategic intent behind issuing 1 lakh equity warrants on a preferential basis? And how we are planning to use the 3 crore raise, and what should investors expect in terms of potential dilution and impact on the capital structure?
Can you repeat your question again first? What was the first question?
What is the strategic intent behind issuing 1 lakh equity warrants on a preferential basis? And how we are going to use the 3 crore raised?
Okay, fine. See, basically, to be very honest, people wanted to, invest in our company since there is a huge growth was supposed to be there. And though if you seen that lot many updates were there in terms of filing the document, in terms of getting an approval, so lot many developments there. So people were keep asking us that they wanted to invest in our company. Okay, so in that sense, promoter holding was not too good. If you see, our promoter holding were about 67% odd, right? So we wanted to in our percentage of promoter holding, so we don't want to dilute much since we have lot many pressures, so that we were decided, let's do only small dilution so that people will have positive thought in our company that yes, they wanted to invest, so have accepted their request to the part of this journey path. And secondly, the amount which we are raising, so as if you know that our this Gretex Share Broking Limited is the subsidiary of this company. Okay, so we may raise that money as well for meeting the requirements in our booking, because day to day on a daily basis we wanted to invest. We need to invest money in broking as well to have more participation in the market as a market maker. There is a liquidity requirement all the time in the broking. So this money which we are going to raise, some portion we may also go for this working capital, and some portion we'll be using for invest in our Gretex Limited as well.
Okay, got it. One more question I have, like the recent SEBI restrictions on taking new merchant banking mandates. What SEBI observed, what gaps were found, and what fixes you have made, and also how does this experience shape your approach in inorganic growth in the broking business?
Yeah. See, if you talk about the order of this SEBI which we had last for 21 days barring, so if you because obviously this order is in the public domain, you can see an order was, if you do any IPO, obviously though you have to do some due diligence, which is the part of your action as a merchant banker, right? So if you make any books, so obviously being a human being, so you could do some kind of mistakes, right? So there were 3 findings if you see in that order. One was of net worth of Gretex Corporate, which is our merchant banking arm, was less than 5 crore for a span of 8 to 9 months in the 2018 period, when the market was not good that time at all. So because of that was one finding. Second findings were there that we had done one IPO where we have not mentioned that one of the object of the issue was to invest, company was supposed to pay X amount of money to one of the entity where that object was against the security deposit of one commercial office space. So we have not mentioned that property were under construction. So which was a typing error, you could say like this. Third one was just having a mistake, the typical error in terms of loan account number. There were 2 loan account numbers here. My person has done a mistake that एक का 2 में लिख दिया, second का 1 में लिख दिया. So that mistake was there. So these observations were there. They are only just to have you could say that typical error, you could say. There is no intention to do something wrong in this industry. So considering that when this inspection has happened in 2023, you could say the observation was there. Then finally this order has came because that person was requested to do the, maybe 1 month or 2 months license should be cancelled. So So we were fighting with the SEBI and all. So today you could say that finally they accepted, they have agreed that yes, this kind of things may happen when you do some good IPOs. So this mistake can. So considering that when we have justified everything with the officers, so they have understood and finally they have come up with the this just for 21 days barring for not to take new mandates. That's it. So consider that this thing can happen with anyone. It's not a big deal. We have not done something fraud or something like that. That we have hidden something. So considering all factors, they have accepted our request and finally they have passed an order for just 21 days barring for not to take new mandates, nothing else. So if you see the orders of not many merchant bankers have done so many things. So SEBI has passed for them maybe for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, something like that. So they understand that what kind of issues are there. Then only SEBI decides. So considering all facts, that's what they have done this with us.
Very nice, sir. Very well explained. And one more question I have, like the client conversion cycle from initial discussion to mandate signing, has this shortened with your growing track record?
Sorry, I didn't get this. Please repeat the question again.
Yeah, I was asking what is our typical client conversion cycle from initial discussion to mandate signing?
Okay, fine. You could say as on today between 4 to 6 months.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I guess I got my answer, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Parth Patel from Patel Investment. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, thank you for taking my questions again.
Yeah.
I just have a couple of questions on the finance part of the company. So if you see in this quarter, our other income went down to 50 crores. So I just wanted to know what caused the decline in other income.
Just a minute. Let me have a look what you're talking.
Yeah.
So talking about other income.
Yeah. In consult statement.
Just a minute. I have to open this sheet. Can I take this question after 5 days? Let me have a look. Let me have this look of this financial statement, and then I could talk to you on this matter. Is that okay with you?
Sure, sir. And my second question is on the line of our margins. So EBITDA and PAT margins both has been quite volatile. So for modeling purposes, I just wanted to know what is the sustainable level or an annualized level that we should consider for both EBITDA and PAT.
See, this margin, if you are volatile, we have two components, right? One is fixed, and because in a merchant banking division, we have fixed costs, right? In terms of salary, rent, electricity, whatever, right? Those are fixed costs, right? And there are some portion of variable to our employees. Then we give some kind of, you could say that commitment. We take some commitment if you get this listing done by this much time. So then you could have this percentage of, you could say bonus kind of stuff, right? Apart from that, there is no variable at all. So if you see there is a growth in the top line, so definitely whichever additional growth are there will be the bottom line. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. If let us say if you see the quarter one, so whatever cost you have seen, major 70 to 80% will be the fixed cost. Okay? Remaining can be the variable, right? Small portion. The vis-a-vis second, but if you see the jump in the top line, you will not see jump in the cost as well. Okay? So there is a significant, cost increasing in the second quarter, right? So that's the reason you are seeing this differentiate. There is no stagnancy in terms of bottom line between quarter one and quarter two. You can't see this difference because fixed costs remain fixed. Small variables are there. Whatever amount we are increases are there in second quarter, there will be no much expenses for the second quarter as well. So that's the reason you can see the difference in the bottom line.
Got it, sir. So can we consider somewhere between 17 to 20% as the range
No, it is
for the
more
bottom line?
It will be more than that.
Okay, sir. Got it.
We have a fixed cost, right? Whether
I got that.
or not, we have a fixed cost. We have to pay any. So if we are increasing our top line, so our bottom line is not going to increase. The cost is not going to increase. The bottom line is going to increase anyway. So to save at least 40 to 50% margin has to be there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And now I have other income as well with me now. So can you just repeat the question again?
So for this quarter, we had a loss of 12 crores in other income. So I just wanted to know what caused such a major hit.
Yeah, actually there is no loss. I think you're seeing the financial of consolidated, if I'm not wrong. Right?
Yes. I'm looking at the console.
So in the console, we have this stock booking account, this booking accounting as well. Okay. So in the stock booking, we have some stock where we have invested X amount, and the value of that stock as on September 30th is lesser than that. So because of that, this numbers are coming. Getting my point?
Okay. Got it. That's clear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Aniket Redkar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. So, sir, I have few questions. So, can you throw some light on the merchant banking division in terms of the performance? How many mandates were executed during the quarter?
See, we have not signed any mandate during this last quarter.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, related to that only, so in terms of SME IPO or the main board IPO, how many are there pipeline? As you see in the next 2 to 3 quarters?
I think these have already disclosed. During my speech, we have 21 mandates in hand, where we have 16 gold. And we are expecting 10 listings should happen by this financial year, and at least 2 to 3 main board listings should happen by this financial year. This is our target.
Okay. Got it, sir. And sir, are you seeing any changes in the SME or startup listing? In terms of regulatory changes, are you seeing any opportunity or the challenges?
See, I think there will be some challenges, there will be some opportunities going forward, because we have seen lot many development. Even we still seeing some development which are there from the regulatory side, and there are some challenges as a merchant banker. We understand what challenges we are facing. So obviously, so some changes may happen with all the merchant bankers are in the plan to discuss with regulators to make some changes done. So that may happen. Yeah. So on the positive side, we are thinking that yes, some changes must be there for getting the good companies for the listing. Parallelly, the challenges which we are facing, that because of some regulatory changes happens, so there are some challenges which we are facing with the listing which are supposed to be done or already done. So those changes may happen for the betterment of this entire ecosystem of SME. So that both the sides we are thinking that yes, changes are going to be there, hopefully, from the regulatory side to strengthen the process of listing. Parallelly, we are going to request to regulators that to make some changes done, so that the existing listing which was already done and supposed to be done is not going to impact. So those changes can be there, I hope.
So, sir, related to that only, as we have seen the volatility in the Indian equity market and the macro uncertainty, are you seeing any delay in fundraising by the companies?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. 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 And sir, can you throw some light? I mean, are you seeing any traction in coming quarters that people, I mean, the companies do the fundraising in future?
You're talking about for which company? For Gretex only?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you are asking that. What's the question again? Please repeat me.
So currently the companies are delaying the fundraising decisions just because of the uncertainty in the overall market.
Yeah.
So in future, I mean, say for the next 2 to 3 years, are we seeing any opportunity that companies will come up for the fundraising?
See, if you ask me, this parent company of GCSL, definitely not. Because
Okay.
as a merchant banking, we have sufficient cash flow all the time. So we don't need any much cash in the parent company. But yeah, as a subsidiary, since we have subsidiary as well, so obviously we need more and more money. So that's what we are deciding to go for an IPO of our subsidiary. So there we need fund always. So that's how it is. So that's the reason we have wanted to list that company directly on main board.
Okay. Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. This is from my side, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions from the participant, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Alok Harlalka for closing comments. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for giving us an opportunity with all of you. First time Gretex has this experience. So I'm sure we have given all the answer of your question and looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Gretex Corporate Service Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.